Here's your daily reminder that the Democrat Party and woke corporations think black people and brown people are too stupid or too helpless to have a photo ID to vote. Hello once again, all my fellow patriots and you filthy leftist stalkers out there. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Angela Box. You're watching Angela's Soapbox, where I always say what you were thinking. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button, liking or rumbling this video, commenting on this video, and of course sharing this video, especially with your filthy leftist friends, because they truly hate my guts, and for me that's a badge of honor. Okay, if you can tell, my voice is finally like starting to get a little more back to normal. Like there's something going around. It's like I refuse to call it long COVID, okay? Whatever it is, it just keeps, goes in waves. And I've been feeling low-key punky for, a couple weeks now. Today I feel good. My voice is getting better, so let's soldier on. Okay. We have reached peak Hitler in the Senator Kneepads campaign, so let's discuss the bombshell, which isn't, because it's totally made up, from The Atlantic, the far left rag owned by Steve Jobs' widow, Lorraine Jobs. Let's give it to her, shall we? Because these people, they don't even care. They're just throwing whatever they can throw at the wall to see what sticks. Okay, so, I'm old enough to remember when leftists called George W. Bush Hitler, and Dick Cheney Hitler, and Mitt Romney Hitler, and Paul Ryan Hitler. And it's so funny to watch Democrats' embrace of Liz Cheney and Dick Cheney. Again, two people who they called war criminals for, again, over a decade, okay? At least 15 years they've been calling the Cheneys war criminals. They've been calling George W. Bush a war criminal. They've been calling Mitt Romney, Hitler, all the things, right? All the things that they always do. I mean, it's at this point. When they're trotting out Hitler references, I mean, they've been calling Trump Hitler for, 8 years, but now they're really oh, John Kelly, the retired 4-star general, and what do you not believe, a 4-star general? It's well, hang on, hold on. This is the same deep state clown that brought out the suckers and losers hoax in 2020. So no, I don't believe John Kelly, okay? I don't believe a guy that Trump fired. I don't believe all these people that Trump and people are why are all these former, these Republicans and these former staff members coming so hard for Trump? It's because he fired them and he realized that they were deep state or uniparty or whatever. Because keep in mind, when Trump came in 2016, he's not a politician. He had to trust people that were in the apparatus of the Republican establishment, essentially. And they put people in there that would basically keep Trump in line and keep the uniparty in power and keep the uniparty in control of things. And when he started realizing this, that's when he started, cutting bait on these people. And that's when all of a sudden all these exposés came out about how awful Trump is, and these ridiculous stories that have no corroboration whatsoever. For example, the latest smear, which The Atlantic put out. They're just basically rehashing the same smear, again, with John Kelly, who was fired by Trump. Anyway, John Kelly said that Trump would talk about how great Hitler was and, how he wished he could have generals like Hitler, and wouldn't that be great? And everyone's dude, stop it. Stop it. And we've got people from everywhere, from Kayleigh McEnany to Sean Spicer to Kevin McCarthy to Mark Meadows, people that were in Trump's very close orbit that are no, he never ever praised Hitler. Stop it. This is ridiculous. Not only that, the Atlantic story tried to smear him with this story about Vanessa Guillen, which Vanessa Guillen was a young woman who was an Army. I don't know if she was a sergeant, but she was a young woman, only 20 years old. She was murdered by a boyfriend, a fellow soldier, I believe. That's one of the true crime cases I've seen here and there. But she died, and Trump said that he would pay for her funeral. This is a story, of course. I'm giving you the allegeds. And then when he realized wait a minute, her funeral is $60,000. I don't want to pay that much money for an effing Mexican. It doesn't cost that much money to bury an effing Mexican. And I mean, again, it gives suckers and losers vibe, okay? Like, tell me you're making something up without telling me you're making something up. It's literally the same vibe as the suckers and losers story, which is coincidentally also dropped by the same, quote, source, John Kelly. And so Vanessa Gillian's family has come out and they've said, wow, like, this is beyond the pale. Like, that never happened. Trump was nothing but gracious and kind to our sister. And this is where they're really trying to stick it to Trump when it comes to our military, because people that know President Trump know how much he reveres and respects our military. And so doing this is really trying to get, it's like a burr under his saddle, because they know this is going to get a reaction out of him. Because in all the people, it's like Trump supports our military more than any other commander in chief. Obviously, the things he did with the VA, the things he did for our veterans to try and get them more money, to try to get them better care. He really, that's super offensive to him when people say things like that. So, like, this story is not landing. Like, Vanessa Gillian's family's like, that never happened, and it's offensive that you would say that. And again, it's the same people that have been doing all the other stories, and it's like, oh, wow. You mean, oh, we're supposed to believe this guy, this John Kelly guy, the same guy who's buddies with Mark Milley, who's Mr. I want to learn about white rage, and I want to learn about being woke and all this crap. This guy, this former chief of the Joint Chiefs under Trump, again, another deep state operative who was trying to sabotage Trump from the beginning. And when Trump figured this out, he got rid of them. This is what makes me laugh about when you hear leftists try and say, well, how come Trump have all these people that just can't stand him and they're coming out because they showed the ass, okay? And Trump figured it out and he got rid of him. That's why. So look, even people like John Bolton, who Trump got rid of, who's a neocon, who is another one of these people that I used to would have gone to the mat for, which is, it's amazing. Even John Bolton's like, this story doesn't pass muster, it doesn't pass the smell test. He said the same thing about the suckers and losers thing, but it won't stop the Democrats from dining out on this, and it won't stop Senator Kneepads from using her office as vice president to go out and basically violate the Hatch Act. She's like, F it at this point. She goes out, she uses the seal of the presidency to basically smear Donald Trump, repeat this ridiculous story from the Atlantic, and then turn around and not take any questions, okay? This heifer is done, all right? And the only thing they have now is cheating, because the American people are like, nah, what else you got, okay? This is your October surprise to say that Trump loves Hitler, like, okay, like, you've literally trotted this out for the last 8 years with no approbation, with no corroborated, with no video, with no audio tape, nothing. Like, go F yourself, okay? Like, try harder, all right? So this is not working, and the American people are just, again, done, okay? We got, 10 days to go until the election, and I'm telling you right now, if this is all they've got, like, Trump's going to win this thing. I mean, in a fair world, Trump would win this with 80% of the vote. We don't know what they've got up their sleeves when it comes to flipping the votes and stuffing the ballot boxes. And they're all telling us that, oh, the swing states it's going to take a long time to count those votes. Oh, really? So you're going to try and pull the same crap you did in 2020? Yeah, I don't think so. I guarantee you there's going to be a lot of poll watchers that'll bring a sleeping bag and food and water and sit there and watch you all night long. However long it takes, baby, because we're not going to let you do what you did in 2020. So F around and find out, Democrats, because you're getting ready to see what's up. The American people are done. All right, that's where I'm going to leave this video. Let me know what you think down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thy will be done. Bye.